Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Pluto in Pisces in a natal chart. Now, first off, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the Pluto placements in a natal chart, and they're a little bit concise, and some people may have referred to them as snappy. So what I decided to do was make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up, well, Pluto in astrology is connected with passion and desire. So there may be, for people that have this, I mean, nobody that's watching this video has this placement, but as far as the future goes, and also you can apply this to Pluto in the 12th house in your natal chart, but of course you got to blend the sign in with that. Now, Pluto is about passion, desire, so having this placement, people may have a very strong passion, desire, just simply attaining fantasies, their dreams, their ideals. It could be matters pertaining to the less fortunate, which can include the impoverished, the oppressed, the hungry, the homeless, helping those people. Matters of sacrificing for others, helping people altruistically. In the metaphysical, which includes astrology, things that are like fantastical, hypothetical, such as like hypothetical sports matchups, like putting the 1927 New York Yankees against the 1975 Cincinnati Reds in a simulated baseball matchup as an example. Fantasy, and also even fantasy games like Dungeons and Dragons. There may be also too, in terms of just could be things that are Pisces, like careers related to Pisces too, such as poetry, dancing, photography, helping others cope with addiction, being some kind of, I guess would be like an addiction counselor, as some examples. Now, Pluto in astrology is also associated with power and control. So, having this placement, people may have a very strong desire to have power and control over matters and attaining one's fantasies and dreams, their ideals. Really, power and control could be just over, just being unrealistic. Um, Hidden adversaries, hidden things that are the unseen and hidden, which can include hidden adversaries, and there may be much inspiration to have power and control in whatever it may be in this person's life. Power and control also over deception and duplicity, um, lethargy, you know, things that are being overly delusional. That those are things where this person may have a strong desire to have power and control over, and there may be some power and control they feel they have through spiritual means, through spirituality, as some examples. Now, another thing about Pluto, it's associated with intimate relationships. So, one or more of these people may actually be a Pisces sun, moon, or ascendant, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be, people that are very self-effacing, reticent, uh, compassionate, forgiving, altruistic, emotional, sensitive, impressionable, yet may be deceptive and duplicitous, as well, even gullible. Um, it could be one or more of these people may be in a Pisces profession, whether it be dancing, poetry, photography, anesthesiology, uh, working in illusion, such as special effects, or working as a magician, the metaphysical, which can include astrology, something with spirituality, or oceanography, as some examples. Now, another thing is that Pluto is also connected with transformation. So having this placement in natal chart, there may be, a need to transform the lives of people that are less fortunate than yourself. Again, that can include the impoverished, the hungry, the homeless, the oppressed. It could be people that are imprisoned or were formerly incarcerated. It could be a spiritual transformation or metamorphosis this person may go through at some point in time. People in this generation may be going through that more so than others. And also just, if there's any, major change or transformation this person may make, it may often be done in isolation, in solitude, in seclusion. And it's also about really having a lot of inspiration in doing so. Person may, as far as literal, transformation is something tangible, so like boats, this person may be into like rebuilding them. The design of boats at this time, may be strong, significantly different than what they currently are. And, also too, just in matters, dealing with, anything. I mean, Pisces is about confusion. So, doing things, there might be some confusion in terms of, how one is going to make, what major change or transformation has to be made in the person's life. As some examples. Now, also, Pluto is connected with rebirth and regeneration. So Pluto and Pisces, they may feel that, or they may be able to resurrect, some dream or fantasy or ideal that he or she wished to be attained. It could be something of a spiritual nature, something with the metaphysical, which includes astrology. Um, it could be some other Pisces related, field, whether it be something connected with photography, anesthesiology, dancing, poetry, um, prison work, as a prison guard, as an example, helping the less fortunate, doing something with magic, as illusionists, as some examples. Now, Pluto is also associated with death and endings, and it's not, it's literal death, but also figurative death, endings of things, obliteration, destruction, the end of something, whether it could be, the death of a career, as an example. And this person at some point in time, may experience some death or ending connected with their dreams or ideals or fantasies. Might be a realization that they may have been unrealistic, as an example. Some deaths may occur through some kind of drowning or suicide. Those kind of deaths may be more prevalent at the time of this transit. And it could be, death also connected with some kind of chemical assimilation, as some examples. Now, also too, there may be, endings, expressing compassion towards certain people, whether it's because he or she felt that the person didn't deserve it or what have you. Forgiveness, and also matters that are unrealistic, things that are nebulous or unclear, as well. And it could also be, just death, generally, deception, dealing with some kind of deception, duplicity, by a person or what have you. There may be more endings that are connected with this at this time than in other, transits. And also, too, Pluto is associated with support, whether it be emotional, moral, or monetary. So Pluto in Pisces may be adept at giving that compassionate support, supporting in a very altruistic manner, but may be very idealistic in these matters. So he or she needs to be careful in terms of, like for example, if he or she is giving support to someone and and thinking that they're going to get a lot of reciprocation, and then it doesn't happen. Also, supporting the less fortunate, again, which can include the oppressed, the impoverished, the homeless, the hungry. And it may be at some point in time this person experiences some dissipation in these matters of support as well, a gradual elimination of this. And there may also be as well, having, this placement, it can be more inspiration in these matters, more so than most. people. Now, also too, Pluto is associated with surgery and trauma, so there may be greater proclivity to have some kind of surgery or trauma associated with the feet, the toes, the pineal gland, or the lymphatic or immune system. It could just be simple injuries to the toes, like bruised toes, or something with the foot that's sprained, as some examples. And the person, too, they may be more obsessed and fixated regarding attaining dreams at this time, more so than usual. There may be Pluto's connected with crime and corruption, so there may be more crime that's associated with deception, or just it might be associated with drugs as well, or doing things like insurance fraud, because Pluto is connected to insurance, taxes, tax evasion, as some examples. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.